Good morning, student. Today, in theme 7, to continue this topic, Rayas, Nayak, and Sultan. Today, we will discuss about the different dynasties who ruled in the Vijayanagar Empire and the Vijayanagar Empire under the rule of the Krishndev Rai. The first dynasty of the Vijayanagar Empire was the Sangam dynasty, founded by Harihar and Bukka in 1336, and they ruled the empire till 1485. Okay, now the Sullab dynasty, they were replaced by the Sullavs, the military commanders of that time of the Sangam dynasties, who remained in the power till 1503. So this one is also very important for one marks that after the Sangam dynasties, who ruled in the Vijayanagar Empire, the Sullavs, the military commanders who ruled till the 1503 on Vijayanagar Empire. Then the Sulab dynasty was replaced by the Tullab dynasty. Then the Krishnadeva Rai from 1509 to 1529 belonged to the Tullab dynasties. Okay, so the Krishnadeva Rai was a very famous ruler of the this Tullab dynasty. Many others rulers were also ruled of this dynasty on in the Vijayanagar Empire, but only the Krishnadeva Rai was very famous, so we discuss about him. Krishnadeva Rai ruled 1509 to 1529, was characterized by full expansion and consolidation. That was the main feature of the Krishnadeva Rai, that under his rule this Vijayanagar Empire was expanded and consolidated. He brought under his control the land between the Tungabhadra and the Krishna river, called the Raichur Doab area, in the year 1512. This was the fertile area which was lie in between these two rivers, Tungabhadra and the Krishna river. Maybe on that time the Sultan of the Deccan, Gajapati ruler of the Odisha, and the kings of the Vijayanagar, they were fought with each other that to control over this Raichur Doab area. So on that time in the 1512, the Krishnadeva Rai controlled or he was also very successful to got this area. He defeated Pratap Rudra of the Gajapati dynasty, the ruler of the Orissa in 1514, and the Sultan of the Bijapur in 1520. His rule is credited with building of fine temples and attractive gopurams to many important South Indian temples. So he was very famous on that time for their fine temples and very high and very attractive gopurams. Gopurams means the entrance of the temples. For example, the Gopuram of the Brideshwara temple at the Tanjavur was very famous in this time also. He also founded the suburban township. Suburban means a residential area on the outskirt of the city, or a very large township near the Vijayanagara, okay, called the Nagalapuram, named after his mother. So he also established a very large township. That was this township that was outside of the city. This is the You see, this is the temple, Brideshwara temple at Tanjavur. Very beautiful temple. Okay, now the main features of the Krishan Deva Rai. He was a good military leader. He was a poet. He was a pattern of art, learning, and literature. All these things were very famous, and they were genic in his time. He was Ashtdigaj. He was very famous Alasani Pedanana, Telugu poet, author of the Manu Charitra. Then the Krishan Deva Rai, also a writer. He was a writer of the Amukt Malyad. Amukt Malyad, that was a Telugu, that was also written in the Telugu language, and this was a famous his famous work in the Telugu language. This is the picture of Krishan Deva Rai. Here you see the statue of the. Now the condition of the Vijayanagar Empire after the death of the Krishan Deva Rai. After the death of the Krishan Deva Rai in 1529, his successors faced problem created by the rebellious Nayaks or the military chiefs. So on that time, the Nayaks and as well as the military chiefs, they were against his successors. By 1542, the control of the empire came under the another ruling lineage, that was the Aravidu. Aravidus, which continued till the end of the 17th century. So, in this way, we see that the four dynasties till the end of the 17th century, the four dynasties they were ruled over this Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, student. Next topic we will cover in our next video.